Yo world, it's the Juicy Ham Sauce, Johnny Cross, and I'm here with the Pan-African World Diaspora Wrestling Championship. I know it's a lot to say. You don't have to keep telling me this. I named it. So, you're probably here to find out why we're postponing the tournament for this here beautiful, beautiful title. I'm going to go ahead and just tell you everything. Now, my original plan was to pitch this to BlurredCon. Now, BlurredCon, if you don't know what that is, it's a convention for black nerds that's been running in Washington, D.C. for 3 years maybe, right? It's ingenious because if you ever been to a Comic-Con, oftentimes people are very rude to people of color and black people, and oftentimes it's just anti-black. So it was a very good idea to open up BlurredCon. It's almost the same idea as this title right here. So I was like, I'm gonna pitch this to BlurredCon, and there's no way in heck this guy is going to ignore this. There's no way in heck, because nerds and wrestling marks, or whatever you want to call us, nerds, most of us are nerds. We love it. So we love nerd stuff. So I was thinking, hey, this is a shoo-in. I bet it wrong. I did not bet on I bet on black and it did not work. The guy has not responded to me. I have a friend who spoke to him, who works with him, and that guy was like, he's not interested, like, at all. And essentially that was plan A. But me, knowing me, I don't ever have just a plan A. I got a B, C, D, E, F. I have many plans. So I was like, okay, A is not a go. B has to be a go. B is DC Public Schools has a rule where you can run if you talk to the principal. If the principal says, hey, you can run here, by run I mean you can have the show there or whatever, right? You talk to the principal, you pay, it was like $100 or something like that, and whatever. So I've contacted many different schools, nothing. I contacted Parks and Recs, and they were like, honestly, I was thinking that's like, okay, this is like almost my last hope before I have to actually like fucking put a hell of a lot of money into this. Parks and Rec also just has been kicked back in denying all my requests to rent a gym out. It's very clear, and it's become clear to me in Washington D.C. the attitude towards professional wrestling is like gross. No, like it's not something people want, and I don't believe that. It's just the people who run it have a attitude towards wrestling. Part of the reason why this has been created. There is a reason why I want to do this in Washington D.C. Washington D.C. has a big, DMV area has a big black community, big and black, and not only that, it has the D.C. Metro. The D.C. Metro can get you anywhere in the city in under 10-20 minutes. You know, so if you get a spot near a metro, then you can potentially pull people from Virginia, Maryland, and DC. So that was my plan. Again, it's not really working out very well. Parks and Rec, no. DC Public Schools, no. So now I've contacted boxing venues in DC. We're talking just about DC now. Contacted boxing venues. I've contacted like regular venues who have like music shows and things of like that nature. I've contacted bars who have enough space, and nobody is going for this idea or running this. And again, I'm paying. Now I'm going to have to wait until I can make enough money to put a certain amount of money into the tournament, so I can actually rent a space. Because again, I can go to DC events, but the problem is paying $4,000 for a 4 to 5 hour time space isn't a very good idea. I know I'm gonna lose money on this. Now, I'm not greedy. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this for the culture. It's part of the reason why I said our very first video had for the culture, because it's for the culture. I don't really care about the money. The problem, again, is you still have to have the money to run. So until I can get the money to run, unless I can find a venue that's not going to hit me over the freaking head, we have to postpone. Again, we're going to have this tournament. They are not going to stop me. I know there are people who are close to me who are like hoping that I'll just give up and hoping that I'm just like, whatever. And then I'm not one of those guys who's like, oh, I got haters. I don't really care. But I know for a fact there are people who don't want this to happen. So this is going to happen. And I'll do it out of spite. Even if I have to pay $5,000. This is going to freaking happen. Guys, hang in there with me. Again, it's going to happen. I'm not one to quit very easily. I want to quit because this is very frustrating being told by 100 different people no, and you know it's not because of anything other than the fact it's pro wrestling. Again, black people love pro wrestling. I know we love pro wrestling. Freaking go follow Black Wrestling Alliance on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Go follow. We are a part of wrestling as much as anybody else. We love it. The problem is that stigma is there and people are like, wrestling. Okay, all right, guys. I think this is the best I could do with this video. I didn't do this video like 100 times and I'm running out of breath and I'm sweating and I smell my fish that I baked and I'm hungry. All right, guys. Hang in there. Hang in there with me, please. If anybody knows of a venue in Washington, D.C., contact me. I am paying. Shit.